Next theorem. Two nilpotent linear transformations are similar if and only if they have same invariants. Invariance means let T belongs to A of V is nilpotent linear transformation with index of nilpotence n1. Then there exists a subspace v1, v2, so on up to vk of dimensions n1, n2, so on up to nk respectively. Each vi is invariant under T such that V is the direct sum of v1, v2, so on up to vk, n1 greater than or equals to n2 greater than or equals to so on up to greater than or equals to nk, and dimension of V is n1 plus n2 plus so on up to nk. Then these integers n1, n2, so on up to nk are called invariants of T. Proof. Let S and T be two nilpotent linear transformations and S and T be similar. Here we have to show that S and T have same invariants. Here first we have to show that T has unique invariant. Now if T is nilpotent, then we can find the integers n1 greater than or equals to n2 greater than or equals to so on up to greater than or equals to nr, and subspaces v1, v2, so on up to vr of V cyclic with respect to T and of dimension n1, n2, so on up to nr respectively, such that V is the direct sum of v1, v2, so on up to vr. And let us suppose that another set of invariants m1, m2, so on up to ms for T such that m1 greater than or equals to m2 greater than or equals to m2 greater than or equals to so on up to greater than or equals to ms, and subspaces u1, u2, so on up to us of V cyclic with respect to T and of dimension m1, m2, so on up to ms respectively, such that V is the direct sum of u1, u2, so on up to us. Here to prove T has unique invariants, here we have to show that the invariants n1, n2, so on up to nr is equal to m1, m2, so on up to ms respectively, and here we have to show that r is equals to s. We show that r is equal to s and invariants m1 is equals to n1, m2 is equals to n2, and so on up to ms is equals to nr. Suppose invariants are not same, and let I be the first integer such that mi is not equals to ni. Means m1 is equals to n1, m2 is equals to n2, and so on up to mi minus 1 is equals to ni minus 1. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಐ ಬಿ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಸಚ್ ದಟ್ mi ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ni ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಐಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ m1 is equals to n1, m2 is equals to n2, and so on up to mi minus 1 is equals to ni minus 1. So let us assume that mi is less than ni. We have V is equal to direct sum of v1, v2, so on up to vr, which implies Tmi V is equal to direct sum of Tmi v1, Tmi v2, so on up to Tmi vr. The last lemma says that if M is the subspace of V of dimension M, then dimension of Tkm is equals to M minus K. Similarly, here we have V1 is the subspace of V of dimension N1. Then by using this lemma, we have dimension of Tmi V1 is equal to N1 minus Mi. Similarly, V2 is the dimension of V of V2 is the subspace of V of dimension n2. Again by using this lemma, we can say that dimension of Tmi V2 is equal to n2 minus Mi. Similarly, dimension of Tmi Vr is equal to, since Vr is the subspace of V of dimension nr, so therefore which is equal to nr minus Mi. So substitute these values here, we get dimension of Tmi V is greater than or equals to n1 minus Mi plus n2 minus Mi, so on up to plus nr minus Mi. So call this as equation number 1. And since we know that V is equal to direct sum of u1, u2, so on up to us, and Tmi of uj is equal to 0 for j greater than or equals to I, then which implies Tmi V is equal to direct sum of Tmi u1, Tmi u2 plus so on up to Tmi ui minus 1. Again by using the lemma, dimension of tmi u1 is m1 minus mi, because u1 is a subspace of V of dimension m1. Okay, so similarly dimension of tmi u2 is m2 minus mi, and similarly dimension of tmi ui minus 1 is mi minus 1 minus mi. So therefore dimension of tmi v is equal to m1 minus mi plus m2 minus mi plus so on up to plus mi minus 1 minus mi. By our choice of I, we have n1 is equals to m1, n2 is equals to m2, so on up to n I minus 1 is equals to mi minus 1. So therefore by using these in above, we get dimension of tmi v is equals to n1 minus mi plus n2 minus mi plus so on up to plus ni minus 1 minus mi. Call this as equation number 2. From 1 we have dimension of tmi v is equal to n1 minus mi plus n2 minus mi plus so on up to plus ni minus mi plus so on up to plus nr minus mi. By using equation 2 here, we get dimension of tmi v plus ni minus mi plus so on up to plus nr minus mi. So this is not possible because we considered that ni minus mi is greater than 0. So therefore here we get a contradiction to the equation 1, because here we considered that mi is not equals to ni. So the assumption is wrong. So therefore we can conclude that ni is equals to mi for each I, and so r is equals to s. That is, the invariants of t are unique. Here we considered that t and s are similar. So therefore we can conclude that t and s have same invariants. Conversely, suppose that two nilpotent linear transformation S and T have same invariants, n1 greater than or equals to n2 greater than or equals to so on up to greater than or equals to nr, then there exists a basis v1 v2 so on up to vn and w1 w2 so on up to wn of v, such that the matrix of S in the basis v1 v2 so on up to vn and that of T in the basis w1 w2 so on up to wn are equal to mn1 so on up to 0, 0 mn2 so on up to 0, so on up to 0, so on up to mnr. But if A is a linear transformation defined on V by A of V is equals to Wi, then S is equal to AT A inverse. This is by using the theorem. So then by the definition of similar, we can say that S and T are similar. Hence the proof.